Yeah, those are the same things. Oh, it's the same shit called under the sin on time.
Staring at the drywall, tracing all the cracks. Wondering if you ever think of looking back. My chest is feeling heavy, cold air in my lungs. We used to speak in whispers, now we speak in tongues. I left some of my sweaters on your bedroom floor, but I don't think I'm welcome at your family door. Why did you leave me in the cold? Everything we had is growing old. I'm breaking down, you're moving on. I wake up and the light is gone. 4 a.m. I'm pacing, staring at my phone. I hate the way it feels to be entirely alone. The static in my head is getting way too loud. I'm fading like a shadow in a busy crowd. Just tell me that you miss me even if it's fake. How many of my promises do you have to break? Why did you leave me in the cold? Everything we had is growing old. I'm breaking down, you're moving on. I wake up and the light is gone. Yeah, the light is gone. Under the ceiling fan. Don't. Yeah, it's always the same thing. Staring at my ceiling, waiting for the phone to ring. I left some messages that I should have deleted. You left me in the cold, and now my chest is freezing. And everyone keeps telling me that I should let it go, but they don't know the things that we used to hold. Fake smiles when I walk through the front door, spilling my entire soul onto the wood floor. Why do I always fall back to the start? Trying to piece together all this broken art. You were my shadow in the darkest room. Now I'm just fading under the autumn moon. Another night I got the static on my screen, replaying every single word you said to me. I keep my secrets locked away inside my mind, running from the memories I left behind. It's getting harder just to try and make believe you're not the dealer, but something never wants to leave. Why do I always fall back to the start? Trying to piece together all this broken art. You were my shadow in the dark. Cold air leaks through the window pane. Blue light fading out again. Yeah, yeah. Staring at the hallway light. We were screaming in the dark last night, and my ribs still ache from the weight of your name. Yeah, my ribs still ache, and it's always the same. Staring at a black screen, hoping it'll glow. Left on read, 3 a.m., how we get so low. Dust settled on the clothes, pot of floor. I don't think you wanna walk through my door no more. Every breath is heavy, breathing in the frost. Counting up the pieces of the things we lost. Floorboards creep but nobody's there. Just me tangled in the cold night air. Staring at the hallway light. We were screaming in the dark last night, and my ribs still ache from the weight of your name. Yeah, my ribs still ache, and it's always the same. My knuckles turning white, gripping on my phone. In a crowded room, but I still feel alone. Got the medicine, but it don't stop the spin. Tracing all the scars under my thin skin. Can you feel the draft blowing through the hall? Shadows playing tricks right on the bedroom wall. I can hear your voice in the silent static. Our tragedy was always automatic. My ribs still ache. Clock is ticking fast, but the night is slow. Sinking in the floor where the shadows grow. Yeah. Can you hear me through the drywall? Nightstand, latch is broken, staring at the ceiling. Still wide awake with this heavy, hollow feeling. My cold chest rising with the blue screen glow. And there's nowhere left for my mind to go. Yeah, the nightstand latch is broken, eyes open wide. Just a blue screen glow and the ache inside. 3 a.m. the water glasses gathering dust. Locking my screen, waiting on a sign of us. But the text silence is a different kind of loud. Lost in the dark of a one-man crowd. Breath in the air, I can see my own side. My fingertips numb and I don't know why. Floorboards cold and the radiator creaks. This is the longest that we haven't spoken in weeks. Yeah, physical numbness, shiver in the place. Trying to remember the warmth of your face. The nightstand latch is broken, staring at the ceiling. Still wide awake with this heavy, hollow feeling. My cold chest rising with the blue screen glow. And there's nowhere left for my mind to go. Yeah, the nightstand latch is broken, eyes open wide. Just a blue screen glow and the ache inside. my face. Your name won't light. Standing by the window in the dead of the night, staring at my screen but it's losing the light. Freezing cold breath on the window pane, trying to find a way to forget your name. And the silence is heavy in this empty room, waiting on a spark that is never gonna bloom. My knuckles full of static, reaching out for nothing in the dark. Your name won't light up my phone tonight. Left me with a cold and broken spark. Shadows on the wall and they look like you. Every single promise that we both ran through. Cracked voice speaking to the empty air, acting like I'm fine but I know you're not there. Heavy bass shaking all the dust on the floor. I don't think I'll ever see you walk through the door. Reaching out for nothing in the dark. Your name won't light up my phone tonight. Left me with a cold and broken spark. Your name won't light. My knuckles full of static, just coding. Yeah, it's cold in this room tonight. It's the guitar and the static, right? Staring at the ceiling till my eyes go numb, thinking about the person that I have become. Locked inside a habit that I can't undo. Every single shadow makes me think of you. Left the medication on the kitchen floor. I don't wanna feel those side effects no more. Counting down the hours, watching static fade. Living in the mess of every choice I made. And it hurts so bad when the night gets quiet. Can't stop the thoughts, yeah, I cannot fight it. Falling through the floor, flowing through the black. So fast, never looking back. Never looking back. Wrote another letter that I'll never send. Funny how we built this just to watch it then. Screen is glowing blue, sitting in the dark, waiting for a signal, waiting for a spark. But the line is dead and my chest is tight, wrapping up my worries in the middle of the night. Got a lot of scars that I try to hide, stuck with all this gravity pulling me inside. And it hurts so bad when the night gets quiet. Can't stop the thoughts, yeah, I cannot fight it. Falling through the floor, flowing through the black. at the ceiling in the dark, F minor cold. Another sleeper's promise that I probably shouldn't hold. Picture on the nightstand with the colors fading fast. We built this out of paper, knew it wasn't made to last. Now my chest is feeling heavy and the air is running thin. I can hear the tape wobble underneath my skin. Yeah, underneath my skin. And I fade away, fade away, hoping that you feel the same in the quiet space we left behind. Yeah, I'm fading out of mind. Can you hear me through the rain? Empty bottles on the floor, trace of footsteps to the door. I don't wanna play the game of who is hurting more. You left your silver ring sitting by the sink. I try to watch it out, but I'm too tired to think. Just a ghost inside the loop, spinning round and round, waiting for the 808 to pull me to the ground. And I fade away, fade away, hoping that you feel the same in the quiet space we left behind. Yeah, I'm fading out of mind. Can you hear me through the rain? Just a whisper in the static. Can you hear me? Fade away. Yeah, you know it's cold in the dark, waiting for a spark. But you left me here with nothing at all. Downtown, wishing you were still around. Why'd you have to close the door? I don't wanna hurt no more, yeah. Falling down, 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 hoping that I won't drown. Scrolling through the messages on my phone, sitting in this empty room all alone, replaying every single word you said to me, locked inside a prison of your memory. Guitar loops keeping me from sleeping tight, chasing shadows in the middle of the night. I gave you everything, you threw it in the dust. Tell me how we turned our love into a bust, yeah. Downtown, wishing you were still around. Why'd you have to close the door? I don't wanna hurt no more, yeah. Falling down, 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 hoping that I won't drown. My friends tell me that I gotta move on, but the pain stays even when the night is gone. Wearing black hoodies to cover up the scars. We used to count the dreams under the stars. Now the sky is cloudy, everything is gray. Wish I could find the right words to make you stay. Just another sad boy singing on a beat, stumbling alone on a cold empty street, still falling down. Without you now, yeah, you know it's cold in the dark, but you left me here. Yeah, it's always the same thing. You know, late night. I keep deleting all my texts to you. Sitting in the dark like I always do. You're a habit that I cannot break. Look at every single mess I make. You don't even know I'm still awake. Left my keys right by the door, staring at the patterns on the floor. Thought we both wanted something more. Now I'm just a shadow of before. Spent 3 hours looking at your name, wondering if you still feel the same, or if it was just another game. Yeah, just another game. I keep deleting all my texts to you. Sitting in the dark like I always do. You're a habit that I cannot break. Look at every single mess I make. You don't even know I'm still awake. Every memory is turning gray. I don't have the words to make you stay. Holding on to things I shouldn't say. Guilt is heavy pulling me away. Try to sleep but I'm just too afraid of the quiet promises we made. Now they slowly start to fade. Cold wind biting through my jacket sleeve, staring at the messes you decide to leave. Just another night in the dark, I guess, cleaning up the pieces of this heavy mess. I keep falling back into the same design, counting down the hours, crossing out the line. Holding on. You were always looking for a ghost to hold, leaving me shivering out in the cold. Yeah, out in the cold. Crack screen reflecting all my stupid doubts. Told myself I'll make it, but I'm running out of excuses to keep me from the edge of night. Every single word we spoke was like a faded light. Now I'm pacing back and forth across the wooden floor, hoping that your shadow passes by my door. But the silence is the only thing that answers back, sinking deeper down into the faded black. I keep falling back into the same design, counting down the hours, crossing out the line. On and on. You were always looking for a ghost to hold, leaving me shivering out in the cold. Yeah, out in the cold. Static on the television, white noise in my head, remembering the bitter things you should've never said. But I write them down so I can feel the sting, wondering if tomorrow's gonna change a single thing. Just a boy with a broken heart and not a tune, singing to the shadows in an empty room. Barely breathing in the dark. Just a ghost of hope.